This screencast is going to show you how to use EasyBib to set up a works cited page. In prior years, you have used Noodle Tools, but now that we have Google Drive and the Google apps, this seems to work a little bit easier. So you're going to start by going into your Google Drive and creating a document. And EasyBib is going to be stored up here in this little tab called Add-ons. So to get add-ons, you can see that I already have EasyBib Creator, but you're going to go to Get Add-ons, and if you type in here EasyBib, it may actually even come up as one of the more common ones. Type in EasyBib, and yours will say free or download. I already have it, so I'm not going to do anything. And once you download it, it will show up in your add-ons section. So I'm going to click EasyBib Creator, Manage Bibliography, and it's going to open a little workspace here to the right. So I'm going to set you up with how to create your works cited page for your Gods project. So since I did Zeus as my practice, I'm going to call this my Zeus works cited page and my name. You are going to type your God, if you're Hephaestus, works cited, and then your first and last name, and that will become the document title. So once you're ready to actually start citing your sources, you'll go over here and decide, are you using a book, a journal article, or a website. If it's a website, you can just copy and paste the URL right in here, click search, and it will find the information for you. We're going to all set up together a book because we're all going to be using the book, The Greek Gods. So if I do a search, it brings up a bunch of titles that have the Greek gods in them. So now is when I actually need to look at my book, open up to the title page, and look for who's the author, the publisher, and the publication date to make sure that it matches. And in looking at my title page, my authors are Bernard Evslin, Dorothy Evslin, Ned Hoops. It was published by Scholastic in 1966, so I click Select, and it's always going to default to MLA, which is what you want to use. Maybe in college or different graduate programs you would use some of these other styles, but for school purposes and up through high school you're going to use MLA. So once we have it selected here, I click Add Bibliography to Doc, and it automatically formats it with the title centered, with the author's last name in the right place, with the book punctuated the correct way, and everything else that I need there. So now, let's say I was finding a website, and we'll do a little practice. If I was looking for a source about my god, I could put Zeus, Greek god facts, and I see a website here about Zeus. So if I wanted to use that one, of course, before I use it, I have to decide if it's a reputable source. You'll use a CRAP form to evaluate the credibility, the reliability, the author, just as we've done in class. But let's say that I did want to use that source. I just copy the URL, click website, paste it, and search. Now I hit select and add to bibliography. And there it is, Zeus on the web at GreekMythology.com. The Olympians, it puts the correct date in there and everything else that I need. Now, I'm not saying that this was a reputable source, but if this was a source that I wanted to use, you're going to have to use the URL for the website that you actually take notes on in your third column. In the end, you're going to do a third book. So I'm going to use Oh My Gods, which was the Mythlopedia book that we looked at in class. And Mythlopedia, Megan Bryant. And I'm going to add that one in. And you'll see that it automatically does that hanging indentation for you. It alphabetizes the sources for you. The only thing that you're going to have to do is go to the top, hit enter so that Works Cited moves down a page. Move this over here to the right alignment and type your last name and then a number 1, indicating that this is the first page of your bibliography. Once you get into major research projects, you could have 2 or 3 different pages of sources. Okay, so this is how you're going to use EasyBib to do your Works Cited for your Greek Gods project.